Well, the ladies had to wait, and then they were rather hurried on court. Somehow the scheduled 20-minute interval just disappeared. So they're out on court now, and Monica Seles, the #1 seed, has already taken one service game, the second game, from Arantxa Sanchez Vicario, who's now at the far end. Let's go down to the commentary box in the stadium court, where we can join Virginia Wade, and presuming he still has a voice left, John Barrett.
Oh, I've got plenty of voice left, Barry, thank you, despite all that excitement, and the excitement building here for this women's final. Seles leading 2-love and 40-30 on her serve in this third game against the tough little Spanish #1 who's having the best season of her life. So the defending champion takes a 3-love lead, playing decisively, and such a big occasion for both of them. And Virginia Wade, I believe you were in Montreal on the only time in 11 previous meetings that Sanchez Vicario has actually beaten Seles.
And that was a very interesting match, John. It looked to me before the match as if Arantxa Sanchez would have the best chance ever for an opportunity to beat Monica Seles, because she was playing well and Monica really was a little bit shaky. She had just lost in Los Angeles to Martina Navratilova. She had a slightly strained ankle and she just looked as if she was having trouble with her serve and also her confidence on her ground strokes. And believe it or not, although it went as 1-set-all, it was Arantxa Sanchez who managed to win that match. And so coming into this match, that should give her a tremendous boost of confidence.
Rather different, of course, playing a US final than playing a final of a tournament admittedly important in Canada, but not quite the same stature as a Grand Slam.
Absolutely not. I mean, this is such a huge tournament. It's a very difficult stadium court, this. And at this time of day, the shadows move across the court. It's been a wonderful day today, bright blue sky and quite cool with the hot sun, but a difficult court to see the ball and tremendous atmosphere out there.
And the view from the blimp, of course, of the Statue of Liberty, which has welcomed so many newcomers to these shores. Among them, Monica Seles came from Yugoslavia originally. Her father, Karoli, and mother, Esther, decided to come and live in Florida. And ever since they arrived here when she was about 12 years old, brought by Nick Bollettieri to his camp first, she has been developing her talents to become the most remarkable young lady in the history of the game. And you look at her record, which we'll be able to discuss a bit later.
Thank you. 5, please. Thank you.
A little unnerving when you miss-hit the ball completely as she did then, trailing love 3. This is how it happened. Got too close to the ball, didn't get wide enough. And I think, Virginia, those at home will be interested in listening to the decibel level of these grunts, because both these women grunt, and Seles has been trying to reduce the noise level ever since all that fracas at Wimbledon. (10-1) in previous meetings then to Seles, and only on 3 occasions has Sanchez Vicario taken a set in one of her losing matches. And this could be very quick unless Seles does something wrong, and I can't see why she would in a final. She's proved in her young career what a tigress she is on these great occasions.
5, please. Thank you. 5, please.
Seles was out practicing with her father early this morning. He was bouncing balls to her and making her hit all sorts of variety of shots.
And Arantxa really having to work very hard indeed to win this, barely this 1 point. She is struggling. She's definitely on the end of Monica's rope at the moment.
Oh,
30-15.
and that's an area of the game that she has really been working on, the serve. It is getting faster. 81 miles an hour, that one. Well, I think at the moment Sanchez must be a little bit nervous, because one of the features of her game this 2 weeks here at the US Open has been her consistency, her lack of unforced errors.
Mrs. Seles just on the sidelines there.
Game Seles.
And another unforced error, giving Seles a commanding 5-love lead.
Seles leads 5-love.
Well, we had a record semi-final in length as far as time goes just now. With the men, perhaps we'll have a record short final, just 20 minutes.
That's very possible, because, you know, one of the things that is just extremely difficult for the women players is that they've had to wait around for the 5 hours plus that the men were on, and that is not ideal conditions to prepare for a final of such a big tournament.
And in fact, the way these matches are scheduled are an absolute disgrace. It should be called the CBS Open rather than the US Open, with the men having to play 2 5-set matches on successive days, or the best of 5-set matches, their semi-finals and finals, and the women similarly playing their 2 best of 3-set finals on a Friday and a Saturday. It's all wrong.
It just doesn't make any sense at all. And in the end, yesterday, which should have been the women's semi-final day, they overran, so they didn't even get on CBS. So it doesn't make any sense. It's really almost, you need something dramatic to happen, as it nearly did the night before last when Edberg and Lendl didn't complete their match, for them to be forced to change the schedule.
Well, Edberg, of course, had to finish his unfinished business yesterday against Lendl, and now he comes out and plays this great long match today. No time to recover tomorrow. And what about Courier and Sampras, who have to play goodness knows how long tonight, and then have very little time to recuperate before tomorrow's final? Now, it's something that should be remedied. So, without a game to her name thus far, Sanchez serving at love 5.
Seats, please, behind the ends.
And always the problem on the stadium court is that the people come in drips and drabs and move along the baseline.
15 love.
Sanchez Vicario has been speaking very confidently here all week, boosted, I'm sure, by the help she's been given this year by Mervyn Rose, that most experienced of Australian left-handers of the 1950s. Lost only 1 set thus far in the championships, and that in the first round against Larissa Sevchenko.
please. Thank you. 40-15.
There's Marissa Sanchez, the mother of Arantxa and the boys, Emilio and Javier.
Game. 40-30.
Bunny Williams, I think, with a touch of the sun. Not game yet, but 40-30.
Game, Sanchez-Vicario.
And a few cheers for this very popular Spanish lass.
Seles leads 5-1.
At the age of 20, already a millionairess, just approaching $3 million in career earnings. Oh, well played.
Well, that was a great shot by Monica to take that one in the air, but she still keeps playing against an opponent who won't quit. That should do a lot for Arantxa Sanchez, a point like that. She needs to get into the match with a lot of running.
Love 30.
Certainly one of the speediest women about a tennis court, Sanchez-Vicario. Reminds me very much of your doubles partner, Wendy Turnbull. We used to call her the Rabbit.
Yeah, I think Arantxa might even run a little bit more along the baseline anyway.
Game, Sanchez-Vicario. New balls. Seles leads 5-2.